Assalamu alaikum. I'm back. Where does your zakat actually go? Most people think zakat is just about giving to the poor and needy, but it's so much deeper than that. That's why today we're going to take you inside the genius of zakat distribution to show you how it really works, who has the right to receive it, and what happens when we get it right. So who exactly has the right to your zakat? This isn't left to opinion or even changing social conditions. Allah specified exactly 8 categories of recipients in the Quran. The Holy Quran says zakat expenditures are only for the poor and for the needy, and for those employed to collect zakat, and for bringing hearts together, and for freeing captives, and for those in debt, and for those in the cause of Allah, and for the stranded traveler, an obligation imposed by Allah, and Allah is knowing and wise. What's fascinating about this list is that it doesn't just focus on the poverty, it focuses on the complete social welfare of an entire community by addressing multiple needs simultaneously. Let's break these down. The first is the poor, the fuqara. The fakir owns nothing or less than half of his needs. The Hanafi school considers anyone owning less than the nisab eligible for zakat, although this may exclude some of those who are truly needy. The second is the needy, the masakin. The miskin is someone who is slightly better off than the fakir. He has half or more of his basic needs met, but not fully. These two make sense to people, but here's where it really gets interesting. The zakat administrators are the third category mentioned in the verse. They are people authorized to collect, manage, and distribute your zakat. Yes, paying them from zakat itself is explicitly mentioned in the Quran. It ensures that the system can be managed professionally. Then we have the fourth, those whose hearts need to be reconciled. This can include new Muslims or someone likely to embrace Islam, who is given the support to help strengthen their faith or incline their hearts towards Islam. It's essentially a community building category. Then we have the fifth, those in bondage. Historically, this meant freeing of slaves. Today, it implies to freeing Muslims from captivity. And now we have the sixth, those in debt. These are people burdened by legitimate debt and cannot feasibly repay, aimed at breaking the debt cycle that traps many in poverty. The seventh is for those in the cause of Allah. This means supporting efforts to promote and strengthen the Islamic faith through various means. And the final, the eighth, is for the stranded traveler. This is someone far from home without sufficient means to return. What's so interesting here is that all 8 categories strategically target the root causes of economic instability. Yes, zakat helps the poor directly, but it also settles debts, it strengthens community ties, it supports infrastructure, it assists travelers, and even pays for its own administration. Subhanallah! And the result of this can be found in early Islamic history, when the impact of zakat was so effective that zakat administrators traveled throughout the Muslim world looking for eligible recipients, and sometimes returned with the zakat funds because they simply couldn't find anyone who needed it. Now let's clear up some common mistakes that people make when giving their zakat. Mistake number 1. Many people limit their zakat to those in poverty. While helping those in need is a huge part of it, Allah specified 8 categories for a reason, to strengthen the roots of the entire community. Mistake number 2. Don't give your zakat to non-eligible zakat causes. While building a mosque or funding a school are wonderful charitable acts, they typically don't fall under the 8 categories unless in special circumstances. These should be funded through voluntary charity, sadaqah, not zakat. Mistake number 3. Don't assume your sadaqah counts as zakat. Make reasonable efforts to make sure your zakat is going to the right people. The easiest way to do this is by keeping it separate to make sure that you're fulfilling your obligation. Mistake number 4. Do not neglect your local community. While zakat can be distributed globally, many scholars emphasize that local needs should come first before going abroad. When the Prophet ﷺ sent Mu'adh ibn Jabal to Yemen as governor, he said, "Then tell them that Allah has made it obligatory for them to pay zakat upon their assets, and it is to be taken from their wealthy among them and given to their poor among them." In another hadith, ﷺ said, "The upper hand is better than the lower hand." Through zakat, we can help our communities grow stronger and move from the lower hand of receiving to the upper hand of giving, inshallah. Don't forget to check out the National Zakat Foundation website for tools to make this even easier. Our team is here to help you ensure your zakat reaches the right parts of our community. May Allah accept and bless your zakat. Assalamu alaikum.